begin with this season of the animators? Okay. Where do I begin with this season of the anime? I'm trying not to nitpick. Ugh, this season. For starters, Chibiusa is the main focus of this season. Remember the word of the day? Filler? Yeah. This season has so much filler that if you decided to watch Sailor Moon after I'm done with this, you could skip more than half of the episodes in the season and you wouldn't miss a thing. Also, no Outer Senshi in the season of this anime. Yeah, they were such a huge hit the previous season of the anime, and when viewers in Japan saw that they didn't return for the 4th season, they were not pleased. And with good reason, to be honest. This needed more Outer Senshi. The villains are as is: Zirconia, Fisheye, Hawk's Eye, Tiger's Eye, and the Amazoness Quartet, and Nehelenia. We'll get to her in a bit. The anime also uses the formula of check the person's fill-in-the-blank thing, and in this case their dream mirrors, to see if Pegasus is in there. It only gets good near the end of the season when Nehelenia appears, and it ends on a pretty badass cliffhanger. Now, what happened in the manga? I'm not going to talk much about the anime because, like I said, you could watch the entire... You could start watching it, and you can skip all of the middle part of the season, and you wouldn't miss a thing. No, really, there's... Even people are like, yeah, that's the season where they skip around the most because so much filler. God damn it, Toy. So, what was the manga story? People generally like the manga better. And honestly, for good reason. It gets pretty dark. They keep the villains and Pegasus / Helios, but the manga is much darker. In the manga, they give us backstory about Nehelenia that she wants to rule the Earth and the Moon, and apparently, and the Senshi and Serenity, when she was a baby, met her in that previous life, and so Nehelenia shows up all like Maleficent, actually better than that crap that came out a couple weeks ago, and places a curse on her. Yeah. Why wasn't this the Maleficent movie, goddammit? Angelina Jolie as Nehelenia. That'd be a good casting choice if they ever do it. Huh. So, there's this thing they're looking for. It's called the Golden Crystal, and in the manga, it's inside Mamoru. So it's like Usagi's the silver crystal, and Mamoru's the golden crystal. And in the anime, it's Pegasus' horn. And because of the black curse in the manga that Nehelenia placed on Serenity, and Mamoru and Usagi cough up black blood and then nearly die, and oh god, it's so batshit. It's so dark, guys. So dark. You thought this was all pretty girly colors and with some ass kicking here and there, but man, the 4th arc of the manga is pretty dark. Yeah, I really like that manga. The Amazoness Quartet also turned out to be Sailor Senshi. Actually, they're the ones who will protect Chibiusa in the future. This is also the time we get to see Luna, Artemis, and Diana in their human forms along with race birds, Phobos, and Deimos. Quite cool, actually, as you only really see Luna's human form in the anime. You see no one else's human form at all in the anime, at least that I can recall. And you see all of them in the manga. So yeah, this arc is much better in the manga as opposed to the anime, which was all about Chibiusa. Taikuchi was not pleased. But now we come to the last season of both the anime and manga of Sailor Moon. And it's a very good one. Compared to this shit show. Since the last season of the anime ended with a cliffhanger, the anime begins with wrapping up Nehelenia's story arc, and it's quite nice, but it's too bad they couldn't just put that as the end of season 4 and, cut off all the fucking filler that was super us. That's a big difference, along with the Outers coming back and Sailor Moon finally getting her eternal form. Yeah, she upgraded it to eternal in the manga, but not until the last season. This season is probably one that most resembles a manga fairly close, but not with some changes. The villain this time is Galaxia and her animates trying to find Princess Kaku and getting star seeds. Meanwhile, we are introduced to the Sailor Starlights who are searching for the princess as well. The Sailor Starlights are Sailor Senshi, so are the animates. In the manga, it is actually confirmed that there are Senshi all over the galaxy. In the anime, the Sailor Starlights disguise themselves as a boy group called the Three Lights. And when they transform their Senshi forms, they're women again. As only women can be Sailor Senshi, that is also confirmed. Mamoru's death is done differently. In the anime, Usagi doesn't find out until much later on. In the manga, he is killed right in front of her at the airport, right before he leaves on a plane to go to America to study in Harvard, which may or may not have been all a setup. The Senshi get killed off pretty quickly in the manga, unlike in the anime, which has a 6-part finale. While the Inners get off quick, while Uranus and Neptune get a pretty sad death scene, Jesus. Princess Kaku doesn't even get to go Senshi in the anime, and is killed off quick too. In the manga, she transforms to her Senshi form, but sadly she's also killed in the process. A whole lot of death in the season, guys. In the manga, Galaxia turns all the Senshi evil, and they fight Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon ends up killing, so much death. And guess who else dies? Galaxia, and I guess Sailor Moon, but they're reborn. They die so many times, but God bless Resurrection. That's giving me an idea. In the anime, Sailor Moon saves her. Who would have thought Sailor Moon saves you, not Jesus? You all need Sailor Moon in your lives in order to be saved. Oh yeah, sorry. There's also a cauldron where stars are formed, and it's not touched upon in the anime. But they come back to life. Also, Usagi and Mamoru get hitched. Also, hint, 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 hint. This changes the character of Chibi Chibi. In the anime, in the 200th episode, she's revealed to be Galaxia's Starseed, who escaped when Chaos entered Galaxia's body, and she transforms as a sword for Sailor Moon to use to defeat Galaxia, but Sailor Moon resorts to friendship. Friendship is magic, guys! In the manga, Chibi Chibi is revealed to be Sailor Cosmos. She comes from the future and was running away from Chaos, so she goes to the past in the form of a little girl. All this to reverse her mistake of not destroying said cauldron that I mentioned earlier. Sailor Cosmos has caused some debate with some fans. Some saying she's not Sailor Moon's ultimate form from another timeline. Others say that since Neo Queen Sereni cannot transform into Sailor Moon as she stated in the art arc, she transforms instead into Sailor Cosmos. Although I love the design. Would have loved to seen this in the anime. Okay. Whew, that was a lot of ground to cover, and for those fans who think I may have missed a few nitpicks here and there, I try to get the general differences just for the viewers. For those who are interested in learning more about the anime and the manga, I recommend watching the anime and reading the manga. The manga is available in bookstores and also in libraries, if your library carries that sort of thing. The anime, on the other hand, I have some good news. Viz Media recently acquired the rights to re-release the entire anime on Hulu, and there are new episodes every week. They just started the first season, and you can get to watch all 200 episodes in about a year at this rate. Sorry, guys. At the end of each video, I will add links to great Sailor Moon websites. As for my final thoughts, which do I like better, the anime or the manga? It's a tough decision, but I'd say it's pretty even for me, considering they both have their strengths and weaknesses. The anime is enjoyable. I like the music and seeing the characters in a moving visual form. The animation, as the seasons go on, improves. However, my biggest complaint about the anime is that there's just so much filler. The manga is better at getting to the point, and the story does flow better, and the dream arc is great. Superheroes can go away. Plus, remember Namuro? He's more interesting in the manga, and he has other powers besides throwing roses. Plus, he's not much of a grade-A asshole as he is in the anime. But sadly, even despite those positives in the manga, he's still kind of brushed to the side, so yeah. The new anime will be out in a month, and I'm looking forward to it since Taikuchi is given more creative control with the anime, as she had little control over the original anime. Now, I know a few of you that probably grew up with the English Deke and Cloverway dubs. There was a lot changed, and actually Stars never made it to America. Next week, I'll talk about the English dub.
Do you accept Sailor Moon as your Lord and Savior?
Well, at least I tried.